Welcome to Dumpster Diving, where we look at something horrible from the past. Today, Boy Meets World. Corey and Sean are happy because they've reunited Corey's brother Eric with his roommates Rachel and Jack. Apparently Eric moved out because he felt like a third wheel since Rachel and Jack are together. The elevator opens and there's no car. Corey gets what Ben Savage thinks is a deranged look on his face. He pushes him down the elevator shaft and then wakes up screaming. It was all a dream. One can only assume that Corey is jealous of Sean's silky hair. Sean wakes up too because they share a room, which is odd because they're 18. Not to be crude, but at 18 you would really need more privacy than that. Either Corey and Sean have some sort of schedule worked out, or they're much better friends than any of us realized. We transition to Sean giving a speech about Louis Pasteur by pouring milk into a top hat. Sean calls for Corey to come up because he has the magic rope, which doubles as Corey's stripper name, and Corey strangles Sean with it. He wakes up again because nothing in this episode is real. At the Boy Meets World version of Central Perk, Sean complains to Angela and Topanga that Corey is driving him insane because he hasn't slept in 3 days and spends the night cleaning their room and moussing Sean's hair, which proves my point that Corey is jealous of that free-flowing and soft mane. Corey arrives with 6 cups of coffee, all for himself, because apparently he thinks he's in Nightmare on Elm Street and is afraid if Sean dies in the dream, he dies in real life. Ben Savage breaks new ground by playing this 18-year-old child as if he's a 50-year-old Jewish Catskills comedian. Later that day, Eric is sleeping on the couch because that first part was a dream and he hasn't gone back to his apartment. His mother complains that he isn't working, and Eric begs everyone for a room. They coldly ignore his pleas and continue looking through catalogs for more khaki pants and sweaters. Sean and Corey enter their bedroom and find Eric there. Apparently he heard about their activities and decided he wanted to make it into a circle. He even brought visual aids, giant pictures of himself on each wall. The boys don't agree and kick him out. Not content to alienate just his family, Eric tries to commit a sex crime against Topanga, only to be rebuffed. Eric then sleeps on the pool table at the student store, and Jack and Rachel beg him to come back. He refuses and loudly begs for a roommate. A man who looks like a cross between Patrick Bateman and Matthew Modine shows up and says he has a room. It should raise a whole lot of red flags that a man is willing to take in someone screaming in the middle of the student center, but no one questions it. Later in class, Corey confesses to Mr. Feeney that he's been dreaming about killing Sean, and Feeney tells him it's a common dream to have. Feeney tells Corey to forgive Sean for asking for so much help in figuring out his life. Sean then comes in and offers Corey a belated birthday gift, a personalized baseball bat, which he apparently uses to beat Sean to death. We cut back to reality before we see anything, and Corey is screaming out, "Die Sean," in his sleep. Sean looks more freaked out about this than anything he might have seen in that room they share. Now the secret is out, Sean asks how Corey killed him in his dreams. We then get a long list of things the writers thought would be cool or funny, but didn't have the budget to film. Corey tries out forgiving Sean, and he seems to think that works. Eric goes home with Buffalo Bill, and the apartment is huge. Sheila, their neighbor, walks in, and she's a hot young woman who takes a liking to Eric. She says that a package came for him, probably knives and maces, and she signed for it. Norman Bates stares at her as if measuring her skin for drapes, and she leaves. The psycho tells Eric that he can't seem to keep a roommate, but Eric can't figure out why. Presumably he hasn't looked into the dead shark eyes of his new roommate. Back in Corey's room, he screams awake from another dream. Corey goes to leave and Sean asks him where he's going in the middle of the night. Instead of answering, Corey pushes past him. We transition to the school where Corey is sitting in a chair as Feeney walks in. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the building, so does Feeney sleep there? Did Corey break in? Corey chastises Feeney for his bad advice. Mr. Feeney says, "I'm not responsible for Dream Feeney," which sounds like a Bill Cosby defense. Corey explains what he's talking about, and it's revealed that Corey never actually sees Sean die. Feeney tells him that he has to finish the dream to find out what it means. Back at Patrick Bateman's apartment, the loon is sitting in his chair rocking back and forth like a guy in a straitjacket. Eric tries to sit in the other chair, and the psycho admonishes him that that chair is reserved for his dead mother. So Eric goes and sits on the couch, but Psycho calls Eric on the phone and tells him that Uncle Dave died there. Instead of running out of the room, Eric rolls his eyes. A cuckoo clock goes off. Do you get it? And Psycho tells Eric it's time to feed the bird. He brings out a stuffed bird, and I'm suddenly sure that he's got his mom and uncle taxidermied back there too. That bedroom must look like a nightmare of piled bodies. Eric starts to bolt and Psycho complains that everyone leaves him because he kills them, and Eric tells him that he understands. The hot girl comes in dressed only in a towel and says that she locked herself out of her apartment again when taking a shower. The episode ends with Corey having another dream, which is the same dream from the beginning of the episode, only this time he wills himself to finish it. After pushing Sean down the elevator shaft, he pushes all the rest of his friends down there too, including Lauren, a girl he kissed during a ski weekend. He asks her why she's there, and she tells him that she isn't. She says that she represents everything that he's giving up, girls he'll never meet, places he'll never go, though she also represents how those girls he could meet will be argumentative and split hairs. Topanga shows up in a wedding dress, and Corey admits he murdered them so they could be together. Topanga accepts this, and the elevator door closes. Corey wakes up, and it's clear he's worried about getting married. Sean tells him that he's right, things will change after he gets married. Corey says he doesn't want things to change, though given his face and personality, his choices are either marry Topanga now or masturbate with Sean for the rest of his life. Thanks for watching Dumpster Diving. Come back every Thursday for another episode, and every Tuesday for deleted chapters from famous novels. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave us a comment, hit that bell icon, and just do all the things. Thanks for watching this video. We appreciate it.